what we have is some ways to maximize your benefits, some more strategies. One of the best ways to maximize your benefit is to minimize your taxation. So that's what we'll be talking about a little bit. If you want to look at this slide, I'm going to go through it kind of quickly here. It will be in your handouts there. How Social Security is taxed is that it has different brackets based upon your provisional income. Your provisional income is the terminology that encompasses your adjusted gross income, so your AGI, plus 1/2 of your Social Security benefit, plus any tax-free interest or tax-free revenue that you're receiving, and that would most likely be probably municipal bond funds. So it's your AGI plus 1/2 of your Social Security benefit, plus the third part is municipal bond funds or interest-free, tax-exempt, I should say, interest. Now, if you look at how that works then, is that if your provisional income is under $32,000, $0 of your Social Security benefit is taxable. That is a low amount. And the worst part is that's not indexed for inflation. That $32,000 right now for married filing jointly, that's it. It's not being adjusted currently for inflation. The next bracket, so if we have the 0% bracket, the next bracket up is the 50% bracket, anywhere from $32,000 to $44,000 of your provisional income would be subject to 50% taxation of your Social Security benefit. Anything over the $44,000 for married filing jointly is subject to 85% taxation of your Social Security benefit. So how many of you thought that the fiscal cliff that we just finished up and wrapped up with only was for people that made over $450,000? This is amazing when we start looking at some of the ways that they can have brackets for the taxation. Now that does not mean that 85% is tax. That just means that 85% of the benefit is taxable. So then it would go back into working with how much your tax bracket would be at that point in time. Ways we can minimize taxes. One way we can do that is to reduce your AGI. The best way to do that is to shift where you invest some of your money. Outside of taking and moving money into municipal bond funds and tax-exempt interest funds, the best way to do it is start minimizing how much capital gains and dividends that you can take in on a yearly basis, so that move it to more tax-managed funds. We offer a lot of different types, and we can talk to you a little bit more about that, what are called tax-managed funds that do not pay dividends and capital gains on a yearly basis. So that's one way that we can try to minimize that effect of taxation. The other way that really works well is for all of you, when you turn 70 and a half, are going to need to, by the IRS laws, to take out of your retirement accounts. It's called your required minimum distribution. So by working with what's required by law to take out of those accounts and working with your other income, we can try to minimize the taxation as well. So those are just a couple strategies to minimize taxes. What I'm going to go through now is talking about how we can coordinate this with your other income, and we're going to do that mostly with talking through some of the calculations. And I want to wrap up this little section with just asking a question. Will Social Security be enough to retire on? Probably not. So we can also consider the other options for you as well for income.